Hello everybody and welcome back to Rated E for Entertainment. Today's video is going to be on The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 8, also known as the mid-season finale. This episode was a special episode because it was the mid-season finale. The Walking Dead comes back on in the end of February. It was a special episode because it was also an hour and 30 minutes instead of just a regular hour. However, throughout the episode, I felt like there were a lot of commercials, a lot of skips and stuff like that. But other than that, I love episodes like these. I love special episodes, finales, premieres, mid-season finales. They always have something to bring to the table, and I really enjoyed this episode. Just going into this episode, I did see some promos, and throughout those promos, and a lot of other channels and YouTubers that I've watched videos on, I did expect this episode to be very action-packed, but it was not action-packed. There were some really cool action scenes and action moments, but it was not throughout the whole episode action, not a whole lot of gunfire. But we're gonna get into it right now. So at the beginning of the episode, we have everybody getting ready to finish Rick's plan and finish everything, because they don't know what Rick knows. They don't know that the Saviors got out of the sanctuary. And then Aaron, and as we get to see Aaron and Enid, as we know at the end of a couple episodes ago, they're driving to the ocean side with all the women and stuff. Which I did not expect. We only get a little scene with them meeting up with getting trapped by the ocean side before they even reach Oceanside. And Enid kills the grandmother that we met. I forget her name. Because she was attacking Aaron. So that was just a tiny little scene that we got, so we don't know what's going to happen with that. Eventually Negan shows up at Alexandria. Very scary, honestly, when you hear his voice, because Carl and everybody are talking inside Alexandria. Then you just hear his voice in a microphone, and it was pretty scary, and it was a pretty big surprise. Really well done. And then eventually the kingdom gets taken over by the guy who usually does the drops with Kingdom. I forget his name. It's one of the main group of Negan's people. And the Hilltop are on their way to Alexandria to, finish everything and finish the plan. Like I said, they don't know either that the Saviors got out. And then there's a tree in the road and they get blocked, and Saviors come in, and just eventually they bring out Jerry, and they have Jerry trapped. Basically, they're all trapped. All the Hilltop is trapped. Basically, all three of our groups are trapped now. Eventually, Carl at Alexandria talks to Negan in this awesome scene. You can tell that Carl and Negan, Negan sees him as his equal. Their relationship is kind of like buddies in a way. Like, he's like kind of a father figure to him, but not really. But that's just how their relationship kind of is, which is really cool. I really enjoy their relationship. An awesome talk. Carl eventually takes up the leadership in Alexandria and creates a plan with this awesome attack scene where Carl sets up a plan. So he talks to Negan, and that gets them distracted, while Daryl and the rest of them take the garbage trucks and drive out the back in this really cool scene. And then eventually Negan finds that out. They have grenade launchers that they're just firing in Alexandria, and Carl, the sound is just like ringing in Carl's ear. And throughout, that was a really awesome scene. I love that scene where all the houses are getting just blown up and Carl is just walking through Alexandria. That was a really cool scene. While they drive out the back, where Dwight and that other chick is, they're waiting for them back there, Dwight and some other Saviors. And Daryl eventually, and that part of Alexandria, that group, drive out, and they eventually set up something where Dwight brings out more Saviors to them, and they just ambush them. And Dwight eventually shows himself as a traitor to that one chick, and just turns on the Saviors and fires a couple shots at a few Saviors, and eventually joins up with our group, the Daryl and everybody. Eventually, Negan invades Alexandria after they blow up all the houses and everything. Eugene eventually helps out Dr. Carson 2.0 and Gabriel. Really awesome to see that he was helping them out. Really, really cool. I hope, like I said, Eugene is I hope that he comes back and he becomes a good guy again. Eventually, while the Kingdomers are trapped, they do not have Ezekiel yet. Ezekiel is hiding, and then eventually he saves the Kingdomers, sacrifices himself, and now the Saviors have Ezekiel. We don't know what's going to happen with that. Eventually, Maggie makes a tough decision after, she talks with Simon and, makes a deal. Eventually, Maggie goes back to the hilltop. They go back to the hilltop, and she kills one of the prisoners that they have there because of Simon killing one of theirs while they were trapped. And then she eventually puts him in the coffin and sends him so where they can see him. And she basically, it's sending a message to the Saviors. Eventually, Rick comes back to Alexandria, sees that it's a mess, and then he fights Negan in their house, and that was an amazing scene. I love that scene so much. Really cool fight. And then eventually they all go in the sewers underneath Alexandria, and Rick and Michonne go down there, and then they see everyone there, and then they see Carl, and apparently Carl was bit. Which he wasn't bit during this episode. It looks like he was going to be bit during that one episode when he was saving that guy a few episodes back. Which was, I don't know how I feel. I have a lot of feelings on it. Carl has been with us for so long. I don't know how I feel. He's not just dead now. We still have him in the mid-season premiere. Don't know how that's gonna happen. Like I said, I have so many feelings on it. I just don't know how to feel. Carl has been through such a big journey in this series, so we'll see what happens with the mid-season premiere coming out in February. The Last Jedi comes out this week. Be on the lookout for my review on that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. It helps out so much. Share the video. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's at rated_E_4_entertainment, and on Twitter at rated_E1. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.